Hey everyone, my name is Clay from OpenC3, and today I have a really exciting video integrating the CrunchLabs Hack Packs, the first IR turret, to Cosmos, so we can actually be doing some commanding and scripting from our Aerospace ground station. So let's go ahead and get started. This turret toy comes with 3 servos. We have the pitch servo for the up-down motion, we have a yaw servo for the left-right rotation, as well as the roll, which actually shoots the missiles, as well as a small Arduino here to actually control everything that's going on. Everything that I'm demonstrating today is all open source and freely available, so feel free to check out the Cosmos project repository and the OpenC3 COSMOS CrunchLabs Hack Pack for the plugin specific to the turret code for today. So we'll first talk a little bit about the base code that goes into this for the Arduino code. It's pretty much all from the Hack Pack official IR turret code. So if you go to CrunchLabs and their Hack Pack tutorial, they have all the information about the base code that's necessary, as well as like great YouTube videos and tutorials walking through the basics of this. So for today's changes, it's mostly going to be the same code that was brought in from the Hack Pack's original code for the IR turret. The main changes are going to be in when we're receiving the commands. Instead of receiving commands from the IR signal coming from our remote, it's now coming through serial connection from Cosmos. So this code looks a little bit different now. So instead, previously where we were receiving IR information, we're now going to be checking the serial port. If we get 3 bytes of data, which is going to be the size of our commands for today, we'll check to see if we have the start byte, which is just our sync byte, just to make sure that we're getting the right data in the right order. The next byte is going to be our command, and then the next byte is going to be the amount. And we'll kind of walk through that a little bit. So the first, we're going to run a switch statement on the command. We want to figure out what exactly we are sending from our Cosmos project. So if we get an up command, we're going to trigger the up move. If we get a down command, we'll point down. Left, right, we have a fire missile command, as well as a fire all, which will shoot all the missiles. And then we'll have a home command, which aligns the servos back to its home position. Then the amount for the up, down, left, right motions, we can specify the amount we want to actually run that. So now that we have our Arduino code set up, we can talk a little bit about what we're going to set up on the Cosmos plugin side. So I'm going to define a variety of commands here. We have the up, down, left, right commands. Arduinos are set up with little endian format, so that's what we have specified here. We have a sync byte just to align our byte streams to make sure that we pick up the right data. We have an ID parameter, which tells us like between up, down, left, right, which command we're trying to do. And then we have that amount command, amount parameter. And then down below we have the fire and fire all commands. For these, I have it marked hazardous, and I'll show what that does later on because these are hazardous things we're trying to do. We're shooting missiles. And then the home command, we have simply specifying the sync parameter and then the home identifier. For the firing missiles and returning to home servo, they don't specifically need the amount, so we're just going to intentionally leave those blank just to keep our formatting relatively straightforward here. All right, so now that we have we currently have the IR turret plugged in to my computer through a serial connection. So I'm going to open a bridge on our end so that we can actually connect Cosmos to our Arduino IR turret. So I'm going to use this command here to open the bridge. The one thing that's going to depend for your implementation is that write port name and the read port name. That'll depend on what port you're actually using. So on my end, I have the dev CU USB serial 110. Depending on your computer, that number will be a little bit different. So I'm going to hit run on that, and then we have established our bridge. On the Cosmos end, we want to make sure that we have installed the turret gem, which is included as part of the repository in GitHub. And once that is loaded on, and if you go to the command telem server, you will see that the turret interface is indeed connected. We have that bridge connection, and everything is all connected. So that's wonderful. At this point, we can go to command sender, and I can take a look at the turret down packet. So I have my turret here. And if I set this amount to, let's say 5, so we're going to pitch this down 5. If I hit send, boom. I'm going to hit same thing, but I'm going to make it go up the amount of 5. Boom, awesome. If I hit it again, that's gonna pitch it all the way up. And if I hit home, it's gonna bring it back to that home servo mount. So that's really cool, kind of be able to see all the different commands coming through to the turret. I'm gonna hit the fire command, and warning, these are hazardous commands because they will shoot these missiles. I'm actually gonna, let's do the fire all, just to kind of cause some chaos in my room here. If I hit send, as this is a hazardous command, it's gonna give us a little warning, and we are going to send it. So I'm gonna point this at the camera. Ah! Well, there we go. Everything worked. We are indeed shooting our missiles. We can also take a quick look at the script runner. So in script runner, under file, open file, turret, procedures, I have left this file called firemissiles.py. And from here, you can actually take a look at like a sequence of events that's happening. So instead of sending one command at a time, we can send out this whole script that's going to run a bunch of commands. So at first we send it to home. We are going to shoot a missile with no hazardous checks. So it kind of skips that dialogue with the hazardous check. We're going to move it left, pitch it up. We're going to fire. We are going to left, up, fire, right, down, fire. This whole sequence of events so that you can run through an entire procedure very quickly. So if I hit start on this, and I'm holding onto this, it won't do the left and right, but you'll kind of see what's happening. So that was really cool. I sent those commands super quickly, so the turret was actually like trying to keep up with it, but there's a lot more delays with the turret. Cosmos is able to send those commands instantaneously, so the turret has to keep up. So in order to get these to align a little bit nicer, what we can do is add a set line delay. Let's say 1 second, and this will have it a little bit more in line so that there's a little bit of delay in between the commands so that the turret can keep up with the software. So I'm gonna hit start on this. Awesome. So that was just a quick demonstration of how we can interact with the IR turret from CrunchLabs Hack Pack and integrate it with Cosmos, use the command sender, have some hazardous commands, run some scripts so that you can add way more automation to your IR turret. I'm going to be making these videos for the upcoming subscription boxes too, so please stay tuned until those are ready. But until then, if you have any questions or comments, let us know. We're easy to reach out to on GitHub or LinkedIn, so reach out to us, let us know what other projects that you would like to see next, and we'll hope to see you soon. Bye for now.